Hey friends, a test for your emotional intelligence. What would you do if you were the teacher in this situation? One of your students is always late to school. First, you advise him to come to school on time. The next day, he's late again, and he continues this activity for 3 days. And you make him to stand outside the classroom. And again, he continues this pattern for a month. And when you ask him for the reason, he remains silent. His behavior clearly disrupts the classroom. According to the school's rules, continuously coming late results in a 10% loss of attendance and must be entered in the school ledger. However, you know that making him absent will also affect his disciplinary grade. What would you decide? Would you mark him absent in the ledger, or you will show some compassion on him despite he stays quiet? Like the teacher in this story, you want to show some compassion. What would be your situation? As a person, you are torn between two competing values, right? Between compassion and fairness. And you completely know that compassionate and understanding towards a student who has a good reason for being late to school. However, you also has a responsibility to uphold the school's rules and to create a fair and orderly learning environment for all the students. So, what has the teacher did in the story? In this story, the teacher decides to find out the reason herself. She decides to go to his home and find the reason. To her surprise, she sees that he has a disabled father and is taking him to an assisted living facility so that he don't want to worry about his father during his time in the school. So the teacher decides to talk to the school about his finding and the so that he could continue his education without being penalized for his father's disability. Like the teacher, if you were decides to offer a solution, then you are emotionally intelligent and you have a great leadership skills, because the top 5 characteristics of emotional intelligence observed in the leaders like the teacher are self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, and empathy. So what is the trait characteristics of self-awareness? You acknowledge your ego and you were aware of your emotions like the teacher in the story. Therefore, you don't lead or let your emotions overrule your decision making skills. And the second one, self regulation. You are a firm boss like the teacher in the story, yet you want to show a fair situation. Means you don't compromise your workplace ethics. Number three, motivation. You know how to motivate yourself, and you can help your employees or the students or your friends to find their reasons for working and set their motivation standards. Empathy. You can put yourself in someone else's shoes. This is an important trait for a leader to listen and navigate them through difficult situations and create a positive work atmosphere. So, the story is a clear reminder that we should all be more understanding and compassionate towards people who are struggling. We don't know what challenges they are facing, and we should not judge them without knowing the full story. So, emotional intelligence playing a clear role in this story. Thanks for watching.